Welcome back to an all-new episode of Night Style Talks. I'm here with the one and the only Tristan Nunez, Don't Text and Drive founder. He's a race car driver, a student, guitar player, tennis player, the list goes on and on. Tristan, thanks for being here today with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. So, to those that haven't heard of you, Tristan Nunez, which is probably a slim population.
I don't know about that.
Who are you and what do you do?
Well, first off, I'm a professional race car driver, factory driver for Mazda in the TUDOR Championship. For those who don't know what that is, it's actually a company of NASCAR, professional series, endurance races, so 24-hour races, 12-hour races, long endurance races. And I'm one of the youngest drivers on the circuit.
Wow. So, I mean, that's probably pretty crazy that you have all these race car drivers that have been going on for years and years, and you're probably just, 5 years in, 4 years in? Or?
Yeah, it's my third year in the pros. Definitely very humbling being around, those older guys. But yeah, it still keeps me, you really have to mature, especially in that world. So it keeps my head down to earth, that's for sure.
And how'd you get involved in this really ultimate sport?
Well, I first started out playing tennis because my father's a professional tennis coach, but I never really had the passion for it, and found myself in go-karting because of one of his clients was a professional driver as well. So I always had a love for cars and racing, and I kind of just found myself in go-karts, and I felt like that was what I wanted to do. That's what I had passion for. So now I'm 19 years old and racing the big leagues. So it all happened pretty quickly.
That's nuts. And how do you like driving fast cars? What goes through your mind during the races?
Well, I mean, I'm actually I'm living every guy's dream. Driving the fastest cars in the world, hours and hours on end. So I mean, it's really, you can't describe it. It's always the debate. Is racing a sport? You really have to be in a race car and feel the G-forces, the heat, the concentration that you need to actually understand it completely. You can't see it from like an onboard camera or from the TV cameras. So it's something else, a whole new world.
And people dream about just being in a race car once, and you're doing this almost every single weekend of your life.
I wake up every day thinking the same thing. I'm like, how did I get so lucky to do what I love, and probably one of the coolest jobs in the world?
Most definitely. And as I said a little earlier, you set up your own foundation, Don't Text and Drive. What is it all about?
Well, as a regular teenager, as anybody who doesn't know about anti-texting driving, even my mother is the one that pretty much started the whole thing. Is because I was 15 years old, driving with her. I was in the passenger seat, and we almost got in an accident because she was on her phone.
Wow.
This is my own mother, the one I look up to right from wrong, and she almost got us killed. So, from that moment forward, we decided to stop it within our family and to also start a campaign. Going to high schools as a 15, 16-year-old kid, speaking to their peers about the dangers of distracted driving.
How's that like? You're speaking to 1,500 of your closest peers, or
you'd think getting in a race car with your life at risk every day would be the scariest thing I do, but no, it's getting in front of 1,500 kids speaking about anti-texting driving. Public speaking is one of the hardest things I have to do. But no, it's very humbling. It's an incredible outreach, especially to my peers. And that's definitely the target. If I can walk away from every talk I do with, one kid leaving that doesn't pick up their phone again while they're driving, I know I'm doing my job.
I think people have definitely get an impact from that, for sure.
I would think so.
And you're a race car driver. You're 19 years old. What's your future looking like? Any big things in the works right now?
To be honest, I pretty much hit that big goal already. I mean, I'm a factory driver for the brand I looked up to when I first started racing. Mazda is the only brand that has a driver development program, and I'm at the peak of it. And at this age so early, I never thought I'd be here this quickly. So definitely the next goal for me would be to go to my dream race, Le Mans, which is over in France, a 24-hour race. That's the biggest race in the world. Over any NASCAR race, Formula One, that is the pinnacle of racing.
That would be incredible.
So that's definitely the main goal. I think Mazda's planning to go there in the next couple of years. So, I mean, that's two dreams in one.
Knocks two out. Okay. And you're a very motivated guy. I mean, you do so much. Where do you get your inspiration from? Simply,
it's just passion. Having the passion for something you love. I didn't have the passion for tennis. I dreaded getting on the court every day, and my passion was racing. I always loved cars, and I set out to do it. Luckily, I had a family friend that was willing to support me all the way through, but I never stopped once to someone who said, "Oh, you'll never make it." I kept pushing, I kept doing what I loved, and now I'm here. So I don't regret it.
Keep on doing.
Exactly.
Huh? So going on with Night Style, what style icons do you admire, would you say?
I'd say Armani. I had the great privilege of being invited to the Nickelodeon's Teen Choice Sports Award, and also the Teen Vogue party.
Wow.
And they dressed me for both events, so that was a really huge honor. I got to go in the special dressing rooms, and they literally dressed me from head to toe, and it was the most incredible experience ever. Being dressed with such incredible clothing line, and trying not to scratch it with anyone you bumped into. So it was really cool. Definitely Armani.
So did you see any cool people at the event? I mean,
the sports awards. I met people like Lolo Jones, Apollo Ono, David Beckham. I mean, names goes on and on. So just a really cool experience. And then even at the Teen Vogue party, got to meet Fifth Harmony. They were a really nice group of girls. So yeah, it's just been a crazy experience.
Wow. 19 years old and you're doing all this.
I can't believe it.
It's surreal to think. Do you have a specific brand or brands you like to showcase?
Well, definitely Mazda. Mazda likes to keep me that clean cut look, and I'm always pretty much wearing Mazda from when I go to school, or always wearing something Mazda.
Yeah.
So they always like to keep their name out there somehow. So I have no problem with that.
Okay, I mean, you're probably dressers full of T-shirts of Mazda.
Oh yeah, of
pants
course. Yeah, I have my nice stuff too. Some Armani shirts and some nice shoes and all that. So
okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly the brands I have, but I just kind of go to something I like, pick it out, and
there you go. That's your brand.
That is my brand.
What tips would you give to young entrepreneurs, or say people that don't know what to do with their life?
Well, everybody's born with a passion, something that they love to do, whether that's cleaning garbage or racing cars. I mean, it could be something so little or so big. The main point is don't ever stop chasing your dream. That's what you're set out to do. That's what you're born to do. So go out and do it.
Definitely agree with you on that.
Don't ever let someone tell you can't do something, because you'll find a way to do it.
Yeah, and the money will follow.
Exactly.
Anything else you want to add, Tristan?
Well, I mean, I mentioned the campaign that I had, but we actually just recently started our foundation, and that's just a way to further our efforts, providing scholarship money to other teens that are advocates in the cause of anti-texting and driving. We're giving away grant money, as I said, scholarship money. So just a way to really keep pushing the cause. So.
And where can people find more information about this foundation?
The Don't Text and Drive Foundation.org, or you can go to my personal website. There's another link on there, TristanNunez.com.
Okay.
So yeah, many different ways to get to that. But yeah, we're really trying to push hard, especially in this age group. That's where it seems to be the biggest problem.
Very important. Tristan, thanks so much for being here with us today.
Oh, it's a great pleasure. No, thank you so much for having me on.
And viewers, don't forget to check out don'ttextanddrivefoundation.org, as well as TristanNunez.com. Links in the description below. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one.